Good morning, students. Today's topic is absorption of digested food. We have seen till yesterday that food is digested in the small intestine. Finally, it is digested when it reaches the small intestine. Now, this digested food is to be absorbed by the blood and transported to each and every cell of the body. Absorption of food is a process by which the end products of digestion they pass through the intestinal mucosa and enter into blood or lymph. The absorption is carried out by three processes. First is the passive mechanism, second is active mechanism, third is facilitated transport. In passive mechanism, it is a type of transport in which the substances are transported from a region of their higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. This process requires no energy and this process is called down the concentration gradient. It takes place down the concentration gradient. In active mechanism, the substances are transported from a region of low concentration to the region of higher concentration. And this process requires energy in the form of ATP, and this process takes place against the concentration gradient. And by this process, by the process of active mechanism, many amino acids, monosaccharides, that is the simplest sugars like glucose, and electrolytes like sodium ions, they are transported by active mechanism. Facilitated transport is absorption with the help of some substances. Yani, when the substances are transported from region of higher to lower or lower to higher concentration, they need the help of some substances, and these substances can be some ions or proteins. Ions like suppose a particular transport takes place in the presence of sodium ion, calcium ion or magnesium ion, or there may be a protein or any other substance that can help in the transport. For example, absorption of fructose and some of the amino acids takes place by facilitated transport. Next is transport of water. The transport of water is known as osmosis. We know, we have done in class 9th also, osmosis is transfer of or movement of water molecules from region of their higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. But you should remember that it should be across a semi-permeable membrane. Without semi-permeable membrane, it will become diffusion, not osmosis. And transport of water depends upon osmotic gradient, that is the concentration of difference of concentration of water. Now, this was regarding the transport of water soluble substances. All the water soluble substances and the vitamin soluble substances and water soluble vitamins. Water soluble vitamins are vitamin B and vitamin C. These are absorbed into the blood by these processes: active transport, passive transport or facilitated transport. But all the fatty acids, glycerol or the fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K. All these, they are transported in lymph. These water soluble substances are absorbed into the blood, and the fat soluble substances, they are absorbed into the lymph. And the small intestine wall, which contains a large number of finger-like projections, villi, they are richly supplied with blood vessels as well as lymph vessels. and a lymph carrying vessel is called lacteal. A vessel which carries lymph is called lacteal. Now